night. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
For a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey. I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at FEGPC.net.
and gentlemen, I welcome you back here to PTM Race TV as we are live here today in Canadian Tire down in, of course, Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada, where this is going to be only the 4th race of the season, but perhaps, possibly the toughest one they'll face yet. The Petaluma Racing League crew have got their hands full with the Lightning Wrapz 30, presented in part by our friends at Six Sigma Sim Racing, the ButtKicker Company, the Pit Stall Racing Series, Ford Entertainment Group, PC.net, GainZFitness.inc, and of course, Lightning Wrapz. A big thank you to all of them, and a big thank you to all our fans that have tuned in right now onto the show. 17 drivers tuned in tonight. It's time to bring them to the action and bring them to the track. Let's start them up with your starting lineup here on the show. On the pole, in the number 21, it will be the Rattlesnake, Robert Kahn on the outside. In the number 18, defending champion, Bobby Anderson, the 18. Row number 2 is Jeff Ratke in the 51 on the outside. In the number 90, it is old Dennis Warrens. Row number 3 is Matthew Harper in the 84 on the outside. And number 20, it is Jeffrey Oakes. Row number 4, in the 5, it is the Throttle Chantel Bottle on the outside. And the number 76 is Mike right out. Row number 5 is Robert Warrens on the 95 on the outside. And 90 is going to be Sean Long. Row number 6 is Shane Ledoux in the 12 on the outside. In the number 7, Jeffrey Vickery. Row number 7 is going to be piloted down by the 66, Corey Stahl on the outside, and the 99, Wally Babb. Row number 8 is Team 4 in the 77 on the outside, and number 3, it is Jason Henry. And finally in the final row, 9, Hunter the Hammerin' Hansen in the 13. Field of drivers set to go, and a winding, twisting, little turned off course. This place will test even the best of drivers, if you know what we mean. Time to put the track map up on the board here and get you guys an idea of where everyone is at throughout this race. We will have this continuously on the track to give you guys an idea of what you're looking at, where you're seeing everything go down. But you can take a look at this track already. This is a wide open playing field, man. These drivers are going to have their hands full. This is a windy, twisty little turn. I always say it's kind of shaped like a ham bone or a big buffalo, if you will, the way the track looks. But that doesn't mean it ain't easier to take down. It's a tough one to play out here. This one will bring you the toughest and the best of the competitors, and certainly will make the best out of them as well. And we're about to see all that happening here in just a few short seconds here. Jason Brent saying good luck to all tonight. Who's all pole? Well, who's on the pole will be that old rattlesnake, Robert Kahn here. That 21 is going to be the man setting on the pole to start this one off. The rest of the field going to be set in motion and set on the charge and on the drive here. Very interesting to see how this one goes down and how this one plays out tonight. Set him down across the track, into the playing field we go. Green flag in the air. Let's go racing here at Canadian Tire. This first turn is going to send a lot of drivers sky high. Lap 5 will be a competition caution to get everyone squared back up. And speaking of getting squared back up, Matthew Humford needs to get a little more squared up than that. A little bit deep and now a little wide. And there goes the 12. And looks like it's going to be Jason Henry also in there. And Henry is into the wall. Ledoux trying to get back onto the track there after sliding off into the early going. The good news is for them, they have a lap 5 caution they'll be able to work around. But again, that's not going to save them from this race out of the gate. Pressure already mounting as the drivers are trying to figure out when and where to make their moves and make the timing right. Separating the field out right now, the Rattlesnake, Robert Kahn with the early lead, and surprisingly so, he has not won a race so far yet this season. He's came close a couple times, but yet to been able to pull it off finally. Well, that changed today as Jeffrey Vickery there in the back, and the number 7 Troubles down there for the Toyota camp major damage up on that machine here. A little bit interesting to see what transpired down there into that corner. He's going to have some time, though, to kind of hang back, but this is definitely not what he was expecting here. Taking another look at the replay here and see what went wrong. That by Ford Entertainment Group PC.net. Here is your PTM Racing TV and some replay, and looks like Vickery just overdrove it, entering in that corner. Hansen having to hammer on the brakes instead of his usual accelerator, staying out of the way of the 7th there. Drivers definitely trying to make moves quick and make their moves fast, but doesn't seem to be working out in their favor very well. Jeff Radke, the number 51 right now, currently holding down Jeff Oaks, the number 20, as Oaks tries to get the Napa Auto Parts machine a little bit further into the run. Matthew Hofford troubles down the number 84. He is off pace and out of the track. Hofford is done right now. What is going on with Hofford? It's the first time all season we've seen him just all of a sudden be out of the race this early. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, he had a great showing there, actually coming away with a win and last in his mind. But it appears that this is not going to very well the same boat here. Radke would be the winner last week here at the number 51, holding down the entire field there on the final lap with a bold strategy on a final lap pass. Since then, he's been kind of taking it under control. Anita Johnson is coming on board. She says, "Hey, Wally Babb, great to have you on board, Anita." We'll take a look at Wally Babb here in a little bit. Right now, currently still big battle ensuing between Radke and Oaks here in the early going. Both drivers just firing on all cylinders, trying to make the best of one another. We'll take a look back in the pack now and kind of move our way through. There is the 99 of Wally Babb here, going head-to-head against the 66 of Corey Stahl. These drivers are still trying to muscle through these tough corners, these tough angles. Extremely difficult to master as it is to run. You can see the trucks do not want to grip. They want to slide. They want to fight. Robert Warren's on 95 right now, fighting hard as well, trying to keep some speed up here. Everybody all over the place just trying to survive and scratch their way through. Jason Henry suffering the same fate, struggle there for the number 3. Warren's last time out, again, putting up a great performance there as well. Had a good showing in Kentucky, almost coming away with a win. Unfortunately, though, was not able to pull it out of there yet. Told me earlier today he's going to really look carefully at his overall circumstances, overall situation, and really mount the speed up for later. Just 2 more laps remain here as we are about to approach our competition caution. Stahl and Babb right now currently duking it out a little bit here, as Stahl will drive it a little bit wide there, and he's going into the grass. You can't open up your own lawn care service. Oh, and you definitely can't have damage to that truck without it slowing you down quite a bit. Stahl into the tires, and the distance 66 now has to refire it up. Troubles down there for the Chevrolet camp. Ledoux even on the right side now, looking to try to make a runoff on both of them here. Stahl probably getting a little too aggressive. Knew he had company behind him and really looking closer to him. But so far, absolutely nobody has been able, or even close to, the Rattlesnake. Colin has led the entire field in. I'm kind of not surprised here. Remember what he did back at Sonoma against Jeffrey Oaks. And Oaks right now currently holding into 3rd, so if Oaks can find a way to kind of ramp it up and build some speed up, he'll definitely be in there. Con and Anderson right now slinging it down. Yellow is out. That is our competition caution, ladies and gentlemen. What a wild, wild start here out of the gate. Many drivers suffering some very tough fates here. Steve Ford, Jason Henry, Jeffrey Vickery, everybody right now trying to avoid trouble and trying to stay out of continuation. So the field will have to recenter off and rethink their strategy, race fans. We're going to see how it all plays out. Nevertheless, the race, when we come back, we're going to see these drivers go at it once again. The field will have to march their way around and get settled back in. They're hunting down the pace car, and this will restart when we come back. Tonight's race has been brought to you in part by our friends at Six Sigma Sim Racing. Six Sigma is your #1 Mosin Sim Magic dealer in North America, while also the manufacturer of best value high-end sim racing chassis in the market. By the ButtKicker, best sim performance for feeling real tracks on the virtual world. The ButtKicker, feel what you've been missing. By the Pit Stall Racing Series, the place for all your high-octane racing needs on Thursday nights. Be sure to tune on in with us for all your sim racing needs. By Forward Entertainment Group PC.net, matching your want with your wallet. FEGPC.net will always work with your needs to build the best PC at the right price. By GainZFitness.inc. And by Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure. Lightning Wrapz will bring out the best designs in your library.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker. The future is feeling.
For a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey. I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high-quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at FEGPC.net.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure. And welcome back here, race fans. Right now, currently under the caution flag here for competition caution. Drivers coming out from pit road, trying to figure out everything from here and there. As the field gets squared back up into their positions and into their places, they're racing towards the pace car, trying to hurry up to get back in place and back in spots so they can get ready to race it out again. Currently, Jeffrey Vickery in the 7, the last one out of pit road, way behind the field and way behind the charge. Trying to hurry up and catch up to the field. They'll probably have to go one more lap around, so it looks like we'll have 23 laps to go coming to the restart. Been a bit wild though out of the gate here to see some of these guys having to get so aggressive early rather than taking their time and focusing on the overall playing of the position. Tire wear definitely going to be a factor here. Drivers know they cannot be making mistakes. They know they can't give too much pressure up and too much time on the clock. They've got to stay focused on each mark and each position and hope for the best. Shane Ledoux going to go back into pit road. Jeff Radke going to as well. Very big risk here going in this late. Jennings and Henry as well. Looks like they're looking at the overall fuel run though, if I have to guess. That turn number 2, I said earlier turn 1 I thought honestly would give the most trouble to these drivers. It seems turn 2 is actually being a lot more treacherous and a lot more difficult to master here. I think a lot of that has to do with just how narrow and wide-scape the corner shreds itself off at. Again, kind of like what you would see at the Nürburgring, where we see those wide twist and openings there, but tight-ended corners. Canadian Tire very much the same situation, where it's a very obligated track where you have to really kind of smash down and lay the corner in as well as you can to hope for the best. So who's to say and who's to know, but race fans, we're getting ready to bring it back to the house here. A lot of damage on that number 7 of Vickery here. I think Lily right now just trying to stay out of trouble. Shane Ledoux, and what are they doing down there? Sean Long, Shane Ledoux down there, either having a donut competition or they're forgetting that that corner is a little tighter than it looks. That's kind of the bus stop, if you will, or literally the stop on a dime and hope for the best kind of turn, if you will. I've had that corner literally bite me more often than not when it comes to trying to control anything out there, and that is certainly going to be another case for these guys to watch out for. Looks like Long and Ledoux will at least be able to catch up, but it's not going to be enough time for them to get back up to the field and into the pack here. Off the final corners, here we go. Setting them up towards the green flag restart zone, and the Lightning Wrapz 30 resumes. Catch your breath, catch your timing here, and make your moves when you can. Field working their way down and around. Major areas and headaches for these drivers to face off against. Remember, we talk about how difficult it is on the ovals. Just imagine what they're feeling when they're running on a road course. Mike Rideout right now going head-to-head here with Wally Babb in the 99. Babb trying to make a drive off. He's successful. Hansen trying to hammer it down as well. It's the nickname he has, Hammer and Hansen. Slight damage on the front of that nose, though, could be giving him some troubles. Oh, it's speaking of giving troubles, Bobby Anderson. Trapped there in the mix as well. Bottle backing on, trying to avoid the issue there. Not ready onto it. Dennis Warnes right there with Anderson now, as Jeff Oakes is now right behind the Rattlesnake. And Oakes looking for some redemption, looking for some payback, if you will. He had gotten owned at Sonoma. He's looking to try to change that today. Will he be able to get it done, though? Will he be able to get it dialed in? He's got Kahn right on his tail end. Kahn drifting it off the corpse and up the cuffs. He's getting all it's worth. So far this season right now, like we said earlier, Radke's got a win in. The first race went to Wally Babb. The second race, we're of course going to Las Vegas. That would go towards Matthew Hoffer. But today, it appears we will have yet another new winner out of our season. So out of 4 races, maybe 4 will be new winners. Bobby Anderson right now trying to keep up with the pace. Dennis Warnes right into that mix here, as well as we go on board here with Robert Warnes. Looking for some straight line back into the fight to get up there to the throttle. Chantal Pottle. Hansen with some troubles down there, and Shane Ledoux as well with problems. Shane Ledoux, major troubles here. Something gone wrong big time for the threat level Midnight Motorsports, and Hansen as well. got caught up in that mess here. Take a look at the replay here and see what happened. Looks like it happens up ahead here, and oh man, just major trouble there for all three drivers involved. Nobody knows what went wrong or what happened. The only thing we can tell you is we gotta take a look at it. Oh, a rat key. Oh my. And there goes Long. Yeah, that right there. Well, Racky's going to get the EOL there. There's a caution out on the track here. That was a major hit that he took on the 13 here. There goes Corey Stahl. You see he spun out. Here's the initial impact. Yeah, caution definitely had to come out there. Unfortunately, a lot of drivers involved in that situation here on lap number 10 that will square them back up in position. So the damage suffered on the number 51, unfortunately, going to be tremendously high here. The field going to have to square back up and reset once again here. Bit of an offshoot, a bit of an off fight there. Again, these drivers know they can't be making too many mistakes like that. But again, really, you gotta think for yourself here. These aren't road course drivers. These are more oval-based drivers. They are not used to having to bunch up and kind of fight off in these kind of scenarios now. And usually, you would see someone with a little heavier equipment be able to kind of figure it out a little sooner and measure out the track. But again, these are not designed for road courses, and drivers usually don't have the mentality to adjust with every little detail, every little thing. They've got to pretty much kind of choose their own spots, choose their own poisons, and go from there. Steve Ford and Hunter Hansen right now, they are getting back out of the track here. Hansen cannot be a happy camper with all the damage he's suffered here. Shane Ledoux the same for him, but yeah, he's still going to fight it out. Credit where credit's due to them to come out here and still race. Stephen Ford, fresh repair on the 77. He'll bring it back out on the track. Now, Hunter and Shane, they are both a lap down. Sean Long as well as a lap down here. He's going to try to get that lap back by having everyone else kind of pit in there and try to get a chance here, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch up and get around all of them here. So, very interesting strategy now about to be thrown out, which is really where we're going to see the fuel and where we're going to see the drivers going to be playing into here. Still gonna square him back up. Reeling back around. Bobby Anderson, Dennis Warrens, Robert Warrens, Wally Babb to get out first here. Very interesting to see. Robert Kahn. And Jeff Oak's going to have to be firing back at the pack here a little bit. Hunter and Hammer and Hansen getting passed up by the pace car. So I believe he'll get his lap back at least, though. So I'll give him a chance to kind of hang in there with these guys. The Warrens brothers going to be looking for their first win of the season. Anderson also looking for his first win, which is completely crazy to believe because last season came away with 1 win and the title. Pace car has now squared our drivers on the track here. Corey Stahl, the 66, going into pit road. Looks like may have some mechanical problems down there. Not sure what's going on with the 66 camp. Jeff Oak's already in pit road. Stahl looks like he has completely stalled the truck. I think he may have lost power completely out right here. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Canadian Tire has not been a friendly track today, and for good reason. It's not a track that's supposed to be friendly. It's supposed to be the toughest and the most enduring they face all season round. I guess unless you count Kentucky last week, but that's for a different reason. That was some great racing though. Unfortunately, we got a little bit later into that one. That's when chaos was seen to ensue itself there. Stahl has refired here, so the drivers are going to be back on track and back into the place here. So Sean Long, the only one that is currently a lap down. He'll be the one that's going to try to fight it out with the drivers here and hope for the best. Bobby Anderson looking to try and pop off with a win here. Desperately looking for that first one. Robert Warrens and Des Moore is also looking for that first. Wally Babb, though, we've seen him make some big moves and some jumps here. He could be a favorite. About to see what he can pull off here. Jeff Oakes again going into pit road a little bit later now, so it looks like taking more fuel. The fuel run seems to be what everybody's watching more than anything, so we'll have to see if that does factor in, and that does get to be a bit of a mess there for him. So here we go. Gonna bring it back around, and that caution lights are still gonna stay on. We're not quite ready yet. Leave a little bit of debris on the track as well. The drivers are not up to par yet, up to the place where they're supposed to be. Racky is gonna go back into pit road here. Looks like in the 51. Stahl and Ford will join as well. Looks like Stahl is waiting on Hansen that time, so we can at least confirm that. Hansen will move back into the 11th spot. Well, no matter what the driver's doing pit road, doesn't matter. These drivers are going green here, so the Porsche car going to bring them around. Anderson probably getting a good look at that outside, trying to make sure he can get some grip or get something to work with today. We are missing a couple drivers, unfortunately. Some mechanical problems going in the trucks here, as I was told earlier. Jason Brent earlier on was in here. He couldn't quite make it due to the mechanical issues, as well as Michael Vineyard currently probably somewhere right now getting everything situated and fixed up, ready for another race out next week. And next week, I'll have a special guest with me as well joining me here. You may have heard him on a Tuesday night edition there for the Super Speedway Series. we'll get him back on the show. Michael will return with me next week, hopefully. So we'll have great to have him back out. And we will be at Kansas Speedway next week as well. So should be an exciting one to say the least. Well, the field is jumpy and they're ready and they want to get this show on the road. As do we. I think it's about that time at last. We're halfway done with this one, and with 15 laps to go, all eyes venture off on these drivers to make or break it here. Corey Stahl and Stephen Ford still in pit road. Looks like they're going to have some problems getting out of there. Field squared back up on the track here, ready to rip it around town and send it on its way. Off the distance into the final corners. Here we go, race fans. It's time to bring him back to the green. Porsche car off the track. Pace them off. Send them your way, race fans. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. And Anderson will lead him. Robert Warren's deep to the inside. Makes the jump on his brother. 3 wide off, though. Here comes Kahn. Kahn, that may be no man's land, sir. Well, he hangs on, but he backs off, and now he gives Babb a chance to sneak his way in, but he doesn't have the time and the speed to connect with it. Can't quite get the run off there. Vickery with more troubles. The 7 cannot catch up break today. Canadian Tire. Jeff Oaks, Matthew Hoffer right now going out a little bit. Hoffer earlier on having so much problems and so much mechanical issues, but manages to get the Nipster repair done up and finally get this thing back on track. Looking to try to get to the field and get to the pace. Anderson, though, huge lead on Robert Warren as Kahn tries to hunt him down. Raw power and raw momentum here, just trying to lay it in and throw this one down. Bollinger has joined us here as well. Good to hear from you again, Michael. Says he's good with this track on Heat 5. Unfortunately, just could not get it unfortunately with that racing today. That's all right. We'll still see you next time out here, buddy. Live Babb in the 99 threat level Midnight Motorsports camp, trying to dish out some speed, dish out the run, looking for some momentum and openings to get through. Corey Stahl, more troubles down there. That's 66 at this point. Looks like he's going to call it a night. And a sneaky snake slippering his way through the 95. Nothing for him here. Warren's trying to make a move off down to the drive, off the straights and through the sweeping turns. Anderson, though, with the lead. The Gravedigger at 18 Chevrolet trying to take the panel van and put it into a good Silverado run. See why Babb as well. You can see the steering wheel there. Look at the steering of these things. It's absolutely motioning right through each corner, through the bumps, the runs. The steering is so tight, so all over the place. You have got to really make sure you're braking properly, you're shifting down right, and you're not over accelerating or over insinuating through the turns. That forces a lot of drivers' hands here and forces them really to hang on and really try to go for the moment and coast to the speeds. Top 10 right now separated out by a good 26 seconds from each other. From the 1st to the 10th here, Hansen way ahead here of Vickery and Racky. Racky in the 51 having to go to the outhouse and now having to try to build speed back up here. But he's looking for that fuel run to work well. Vickery down and out. Let the 51 by him. Racky is moving up. You can see the gaps here between everybody and everything on the roadmap as well. These drivers know they've got to keep pace up as they continue to work through this forced land this territory. Absolutely crazy to believe how structurally sound and amazing this place looks like. And hard to really use our blimp cam, of course, because there's just so many trees kind of lingering around over here. Well, Anderson, whatever lead he did have, it is now shrunk down to 12 laps to go, coming off these next set of corners. Khan using up a lot of his equipment just to get to him, but again, he's a road course vet. He knows how to steer. He knows how to win. One thing I've always said about Khan is you've got to watch out for him when he gets it fired up. I've only been able to take him down on 2 tracks, Watkins Glen and Road America, and you watch what happened at Watkins Glen. He still didn't give me much room. The only track that many drivers have been able to single-handedly beat him on is, again, like tracks like Road America, and the only other one that I can think of that put him to the wire was Sonoma. Well, Canadian Tire right now is putting him through a different challenge, a different test, which is finding a line to pass on a guy that has defended the championship and trying to defend his crown. And you know what's funny too, race fans, that all these races, each race we've been a part of, we've had multiple different drivers battling for the lead late in the race on their own scope or their own playing field, and everybody else kind of laying in wait or waiting for that opportunity to strike. We're getting another glimpse out here and seeing just exactly how difficult it is for them to really hang on with. Speaking of Canadian drivers, of course, Rideout, Pottle, Warrens, and Dennis and Robert Warrens, they all have Canadian blood in them. Some hailing from Newfoundland / the Rocks, some hailing from down across the Alberta sections and Ontario areas. A lot of guys having their fair share of playing it out and racing it out with the toughest and the best here. 11 laps remain here. Hoffert still trying to make a move off on the 5. Pottle trying to defend off. Uh-oh, hold on there, Hoffert. Nice job braking and good job saving the truck. Could have been a lot worse, but boy, oh boy, that could have gotten ugly. And speaking of gotten a little ugly here, look at this. Gone. Huge jump to the right. Anderson blocking him though, not letting him through. Stay to the inside, stay to the left side. Anderson was able to maneuver through the turn much more efficiently. Khan gonna have his hands full though, and he clips 18 a little bit as 18 went for a ride off the bus stop. Anderson could not hold the line down, and here comes Robert Warrens now looking to take down Robert Khan. Anderson got himself spun out and that turn, couldn't quite hold it, was probably thinking too much about the mirror rather than what was in front of him. Over accelerated and overdid the brakes. And now he's given the rattlesnake all he wants. He'll take the lead away, but will he have enough fuel to last it through? We've seen what these guys are already up to. They're trying to plan out strategies and trying to master the field down. 10 laps determines it. A little bit of chaotic and a little bit intriguing to say the least here. Vickery with more problems down there. St. Ledoux, same situation. Ledoux just cannot get this truck to stay in one piece, much less stay out of trouble today. And Jeff Oaks' same could be said for him. The 20, unfortunately, finding himself trapped between a rock and a hard place. He went on lap 13 for pits, and he's been trapped really since then in the very back, trying to hang on. Hoping for maybe a little bit of a break and maybe another chance here to try to manage up to the field. And look at this! Khan way loose off the corner. Tied through the exit. Got it squared up and got it right back around. Warrens now, he smells blood in the water. And a shark is about to go on an attack. Here comes Warrens, looking to the right side. Babb watching both of them go at it. Khan defends it. Tries to hold down, but they're going into a sweeping right-hander. Sweeps through the turn. Khan drives it in aggressively. Warrens backs off. How on earth are these drivers even able to hang on to that line, much less put this kind of momentum up? It's beyond me. Out of the 3, Babb's the only one that's got a win so far this season. He came close on the ovals twice. He's looking to try to put this one down tonight. Firing all cylinders here, trying to hang on. 9 laps remain. Holy smokes, folks. This has been absolutely wonderful to see and a fun one to ride out with, but it has been a bit of a chaotic one too in some drivers' minds. Some maybe not taking too into consideration just how difficult it is to survive and conquer here. You can see the battle patrolling there for the 5 and the 84 as well. Pottle's still trying to get herself squared up. Again, this is pretty much kind of home track, home playing field here. Even though she's more of an oval driver, she knows how to run it with the best on the road courses, especially this one. This is kind of her style and her racing background. Bobby Anderson, the 18, probably looking at this corner right here as literally the corner that cost him another chance at putting a podium in a victory lane trip on his wall in his mantle. Mike Rideout hanging in the 7th spot. He went 1 spot up. Our hard charter today is Wyback with 11 spots. Started back in 14th. He moved into 3rd. We've got 8 to go. Robert Warren's right now trying to dive in deep, look for another opening to get around Con. Again, did he use up too much of the tire? Did he use up a bit of his fuel? Just fighting Anderson and then having to deal with Warren's there, peeking his nose in. Warren's is a very calculated driver. He's very technical in nature. He can be very, very tricky here to take down. It's speaking of getting taken down here, open up a lawn care service. We got trouble down there. The 5 has gone in the grass. Got it squared back up though, as Matthew Hoffer continues to work his way ahead of the field. We'll take a look at the P10 Race TV instant replay and see what just happened there. Unfortunately for the 5, looks like she might have overdriven it just a little bit. Hoffer was peeking on the right side. Yeah, right there you see coming into turn 2. That's the same corner that spit some drivers earlier. Hoffer just capitalizing on a mistake. Very well executed and very well done. I will give him that. You've got to drive the lines. You've got to make moves like that to really go ahead and conquer if you want any chance here. Anderson, the 18 right now, still trying to get back up to the front, trying to recoup some points. Again, points really going to get thrown all over the place in the season championship stakes now. Top drivers and heavy hitters. Not so much up ahead, but rather just trapped into a mess here. Down across the straight here, entering into the turns here. Right out. Got some ground on Pottle there, but again, Pottle staying in contention and staying in control. Go a little onboard camera here. Mike Rideout again as the 76 again. Came with a win already this year in 2023 in a non-televised event at Dover Motor Speedway for Pushing Limits Racing League, which you'll see that Tuesday night as well. They'll be heading to the road courses here soon enough. Of course, one of those tracks, you guessed it, Canadian Tire. The other will be Watkins Glen, which should be an interesting little duel and debate there for those drivers to figure out and take on. But for Tuesday night wise, we're heading back to the track we were just at last week for Pedal Metal Racing League as we're going to Kentucky. Should be interesting to see. We'll have to figure out what happens and what goes down there. By the way, thank you everybody that has tuned on into our broadcast tonight. We appreciate your support. If you are new to the channel, like and follow us up here on Facebook. Head to our YouTube and subscribe there for more great content. Certainly does us some good and helps us out to grit even more along the road and get further along in the streaming world. And without your support, we couldn't do it without you. Also, if you haven't already seen, we got a lot of videos and stuff we have been pulling up and creating as well, so be sure to check out as well on our broadcast channel. We do have one that we'll be posting up as well here that we just got done made up for the Pit Stall Racing Series. Again, a big thank you to them for having us do their videos and helping them come on out throughout the season for the league, so we have a little present for them that they asked us to do for. You'll see that following tonight's action and coverage here in a little while, but right now, currently, The Rattlesnake, Rubber Con, Robert Warrens, and Wally Babb still duking it out here. That is your top three in position here. Anderson and right out moving it ahead of the 5. More troubles for the Pottle Camp. Jason Henry right now, again, he's had all sorts of troubles here, mainly with turn number 2. And really, we haven't seen the 3 anywhere near the top bracket or the top area like we usually do for so long today. And it just seems like more as we go, the further the veterans are getting taken for a bit of a jump or a bit of a ride here for the long haul. This Lightning Wrapz 30 has done them some trouble and done them quite a bit. Joe Glover says, get him, Wally Babb. Well, right now, he might be doing that and then some, but it looks like he has found himself kind of in a little bit of a problem here. And Dave on the outside again. More trouble there. Hunter and Hammer and Hanson up to the back and Trunch to the front. He's been having all sorts of issues today. Babb, I'm not totally sure what went wrong there for him. I don't think he went into pit road. No, he did not. So... Or wait, actually he did. He went on lap number 25. Excuse me, I wasn't even paying attention to the pit roads here. Pit stops are being made, folks, and this could be the opening for some of these other drivers to catch up. Robert Kahn, though, right now, I can already get a sense of what he's up to. He's probably trying to save fuel and trying to save himself out of it. He's got 12. They got pit lane in 12. He's looking to try to hold down the rest of the field. Robert Warrens, his pit stop was on lap 12 as well, so interesting to see the strategy, interesting to see when the guys are currently going in. Vickery goes in right now, so this could be a detrimental situation for everybody. Anderson's in pit road, as it looks like once more troubles down there, I believe, for Shane Ledoux as he went back into the grass. Yeah, he's in the grass, all right. He just can't catch a break and stay out of that grass. Either he really is trying to up his own lawn care service, or that truck just does not want to have that grass an inch too tall. 4 laps to go. Babb right now from pit stops and pit road, looking to try to hang it down. Anderson and Pottle are going into pit road. They are in now, so it looks like major strategies being thrown against each other. It's hard to give you guys an accurate readout on who is going to be the favorites to take this one home because, again, the pit stops are sending everybody for a bit of a loop, a bit of a rocket, if you will. Right now, if I had to guess, I would say Babb would probably be your personal favorite in terms of getting in and getting out. He made a big call here that could be enough to win it out. Tough decision, a tough move to make here, especially with what you got going down and what you got going on the track. 14 seconds left here for Kahn and Dennis Warrens here separated out. 2 laps, 3 laps to go. Will it be Kahn or Warrens here? Sounds to me like Kahn and Warrens might be actually clutching right now. Looks like they're trying to save some fuel. This is a big, big move here to save that kind of run, save that kind of speed and more power. Ratke, the 51 right now, punching it back up. Again, the damage on the front of the nose doesn't seem to be bugging that 51 up very much. Seems still more than likely he's actually more squared and ready to fire it out. Babb in right out. Uh-oh. Trouble up up front here. Looks like Ledoux slamming the brakes, trying to get that thing to turn. Didn't quite go the way he was hoping for. And the rest of the field right now just trying to hang on. Ledoux into the sand and into the grass now. He's going to get trapped up. We'll get out of the way for right out of Babb. Babb has moved the chains up even further along. Right out, currently in the top 5. That'll be his best finish if he can hang on. 2 laps to go, though, for the Rattlesnake. And Khan, again, just so eager and so focused. He's just trying to make sure the fuel run lasts long enough, while at the same time pushing his limits against one of the tougher drivers than Dennis Warren's. Old Dennis trying to keep him honest and trying to keep him real. Bab trying to go for another podium. This could be one of his best seasons ever if he can continue to do what he's been doing. So focused and enamored to really see what he's been able to accomplish in a matter of time. We've known he's as a good super speedway driver because of his wins at Atlanta and Talladega this season. But this is the first time I've really seen him really start to pour it down. Could he be kind of a Martin Truex Jr. situation for him where he had nothing really going on the previous seasons? All of a sudden, everything clicks one season. That is something we'll have to look back on, but I have a feeling it could be. Look out, though. Hoffert and Ledoux, they're spinning it right out of turn number 2. Hoffert trying to refire, recenter. He's in reverse. Anderson will get around him. Ledoux, I don't know what went wrong down there, but it looked like he might have been spinning as Hoffert was trying to avoid him. We'll go to the replay real quick and take a look at this. Not too sure what happened. And actually, by the way, Robert Warren's having some mechanical issues down there too. The Glitch Graphic Gremlin's got the better of him. Let's see, Ledoux right there. Yep, spins it right in front. Hoffert tries to avoid it. Good block there and save, but unfortunately, not enough to avoid the troublesome issues that he involved himself in. This is all on Hoffert here. He's in the bus stop corner. He's in the sand as the white flag is high in the air. We've got one last lap to go. Presented by the Lightning Wrapz. Here's our final lap, ladies and gentlemen. This one is just way too chaotic to call. Khan trying to hold on just a few short meters and miles away. Few short kilometers or miles away here, whatever you want to say here. He is going to bring it to the house. We've had 3 different winners out of 3 different races. Make it 4. 4 different winners, 4 different races. The Rattlesnake off the final corner is going to bring the 21 Freightliner back to victory lane. Khan is victorious at Canadian Tire. What a performance and what a drive around this place we just seen. Holy cow, race fans, that was wild. That was something, I tell you. Well, if you're Robert Kahn right now, I think it's time for a celebration. He's going to get it done. Have a little fun on the bus stop. I think Sean Long's just trying to avoid him. I don't think he was expecting Kahn to start doing burnouts over there. Get himself trapped in the tire barrier. He's stuck in the barriers down there in the bus stop. Kahn, that's why you don't do burnouts near the bus stop there, sir. Alright. Results are going to be up in just a moment here, race fans. Currently, we're waiting for the rest of the field to finish it out. I think we're missing Long and Ledoux. That's the unofficial results. Oh, we got them up now. All right, race fans, we got the results up. Here is your final results here. Presented by Six Sigma Sim Racing. Here is your results. It is going to be Robert Kahn bringing us the 4th winner of the season. 4 different races, 4 different winners. Dennis Warren's popping up a great 2nd place here. Fires it back for a good podium here today. He'll take home 2 spots up. Hard charging, 11 spots up. The 99 Wally Babb goes third. Mike Rideout going to go fourth. Great showing from him in his top 5 finish. Jeff Racky gets it back from the pack to finish the top 5 as well. Bobby Anderson going 8th, 6th, and 7th will be Matthew Hoffert despite the little spin. Jeff Oakes coming back with a solid 8th place. Jason Henry going 9th. And Sean Long will finish it relatively well in the 10th spot. The rest of your finishers on the screen. Ladies fans, when we come back, we'll have a listen to our drivers and the field as we return to us from the Lightning Wrapz 30 at Canadian Tire. Tonight's race has been brought to you in part by our friends at Six Sigma Sim Racing. Six Sigma is your #1 Moza and Sim Magic dealer in North America, while also the manufacturer of best value high-end sim racing chassis in the market. By the ButtKicker, best sim performers for feeling real tracks on the virtual world. The ButtKicker, feel what you've been missing. By the Pit Stall Racing Series, the place for all your high-octane racing needs on Thursday nights. Be sure to tune on in with us for all your sim racing needs. By Forward Entertainment Group PC.net, matching with your wallet. FEGPC.net will always work with your needs to build the best PC at the right price. By GainZFitness.inc. And by Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure. Lightning Wrapz will bring out the best designs in your livery. If you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz. Get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure. Hey, race fans, welcome back here onto the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're with your top 3 right now. In 3rd place tonight, Wally Babb and the 99 popping up another good finish here, Babb. Having to drive this one in the ground a little bit, sir. You had a little bit of a couple times where it could have gone yours and could have gone badly, but hey, man, you put this one in for a great fight. What was it like out there for you?
I'm glad it's over, Chris. My heart's pumping the whole time. My hands hurt. But it was fun. It was fun. Definitely fun.
Definitely fun.
No, go ahead.
You keep going, brother.
My strategy on the fuel, I probably could have slowed up, but I felt like we had a good battle right there on the top 3. So I just went for the pit, and it worked out. I was still able to get back up there. But congrats on Con for the win.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, you had a lot going on, had a lot of tough passes, as you mentioned me as well. You had a hard time kind of getting those passes and getting those runs there. But for you and this team, I mean, you had podium after podium so far and some great little controls out here. How big is it right now to have this season this well so far and already with a race win still to your name?
This is by far my best season in any league right now going. And it feels good. But you put in some practice, and stay focused. It pays off, It just takes some time to get everything going in order, and it's lining up right now.
It is indeed.
Knock on wood.
Well, for now it is anyway. Before you knock on wood, though, who do you want to thank you for this 3rd place finish?
I want to thank all the sponsors, PTM, ButtKicker, Pit Stall, FEG. There's a few more and I can't think of them right off. Moza, I love my Moza. TLM, I got a good team. They got good support. All the guys over there. Thank you for putting this broadcast on. I can't wait to watch it.
For sure there. All right, Babb. Congratulations on 3rd tonight, sir. We'll see you next time on out.
Thank you, sir.
The 99 of Wally Babb going to bring it home to 3rd place today. Coming away here, homeland driver, the 90 of Dennis Warren's bringing it back for his Canadian brethren and sisters. And Warren's, man, talk about having to really hammer down and muscle through the field. Family member Robert, unfortunately, having some problems down there. You're able to capitalize on that 2nd place here. What was the big trouble there for you there to try to catch up to Con in your case?
Yeah, I don't think I was catching Con at all. He was just too fast. I started slowing down there to save some fuel. I really hate it for my brother there. He was having a good run. We did a lot of practice this week. So those free spots, though, even though it is my brother, free spots are always nice.
Three spots are always nice indeed. Now, I'll ask you as well. I mean, you had a lot of areas where it seemed like the truck wanted to get loose and wanted to get tight, but how were you able to kind of manage yourself and stay out of that trouble and really bring it with us guys today?
Oh, it was just massive throttle control, trying to control this truck from spinning out. I know I got sideways a few times there, but it was a fun race. It was really fun. Tough track.
Tough track indeed. Well, Dennis, man, you once again another podium. Great to see you back out on the top. So, who do you want to thank you for this one, sir?
Thanks, Chris. Thanks yourself. PTM broadcast is always awesome. Thanks to the pit stall, ButtKicker, and Six Sigma. Also, thanks to the DW button boxes for getting this truck up in second place.
Yes, sir, there. All right. Well, Dennis, never less tow today. Second place today. Congratulations on that. We will see you next time on out, sir.
Thanks, Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Warren's going to bring it home for second. Well, last driver to talk to, you know who he is. The rattlesnake strikes once more, and Con, every season, every time you've pumped the track out here, you pump the car up or the truck up, you've always had at least one win to your name, no matter what it was. As long as that pedal to the metal in its title, and it was something you were in, you had one win to it. You have now added another one to this list, but 4 races in, why did Canadian Tire give you this chance to get this opportunity to really take control of it?
I don't know, man, but I'm not going to question it. This season has been atrocious for me. I got a speeding penalty in Vegas, and then last week I was coming out of pit road and went to shift into fourth gear, but went into second gear and blew up. So, this is one of my favorite tracks as far as road courses, and I feel like I'm always strong at road courses. So, um, but I'm glad to get a W this year, man, because I didn't think it was going to happen the way my luck was swinging.
Well, I got a W indeed, and really taking a little bit of a chance now at bringing some more to the table here. I'll ask you this as well. I mean, with how late and how crazy it got into the field, what is it going to take here for you to kind of start to really recoup and regenerate some speed to really take it down with these guys throughout the rest of the season?
Well, the momentum is big. It's kind of like one of those things when it rains, it pours, and when you have bad momentum, it seems to continue till you break it. But hopefully this ends that. I'm going to point a shot at the points championship. Pretty much got to win like every race from here on out, which and not going to happen. But maybe I get a nice top 5 in points this year. But just need to keep consistent. Maybe not win, but top 5s. Just keep clicking them off to have a good end of my season.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, though, here you are going to bring home the win and be our 4th winner out of the 4 races so far. Who do you want to thank you for this one?
Of course, you, as always, ButtKicker, Pitstall Racing League, Feg PC, everyone who helps us out, man. I appreciate everyone. Lightning Wrapz always has some nice looking wraps, so including my late model. So always good paint schemes over there.
For sure there. Well, Con, man, congratulations on winning this one out here. You are victorious at Canadian Tire, sir.
Thank you, man. Good talking to you again. Didn't think it was going to happen for a while.
Well, welcome back there, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, the rattlesnake, Robert Kahn, taking that one in the 21 today. Race fans, thank you so much for tuning on in. Big thank you to our sponsors at Six Sigma Sim Racing, the ButtKicker Company, Headstall Racing Series, Ford Entertainment Group, PC.net, GainZFitness Incorporated, and of course, Lightning Wrapz for your support. Thank you all so much for tuning on in, and thank you all so much for the support. Fans and friends alike, we'll see you next time when the grain flies high here on Pizza Race TV.